Around the world, tens of millions of children are struggling to survive on the streets, facing violence, exploitation, and often death. Hands up if you think even one child is too many. Good. Us too. We are Railway Children. We fight for children on the street. We've been doing it for over 20 years and we're good at it. And we won't stop until we live in a world where no child ever has to live on the streets again. So how can we get there? Simple. We find out why children are on the streets and we change things so they never have to go back. Okay, it's nowhere near as simple as that, because a bed for the night might get a child off the street, but then what? Well, then our work really starts. For lasting change, we have to work on 3 levels. We fight to reach children on the streets before abusers, drug dealers, and traffickers do. Finding them shelter, food, and support is the first step. But we can't be everywhere at once, so through training and support, we turn people at key locations on the ground into our eyes and ears. Then they can spot vulnerable children themselves and help them before it's too late. We work with governments because if the system doesn't change, nothing does. We make our voice heard until we get the policy changes that keep children off the streets forever. In our first 22 years, we helped more than 300,000 children. In the next 5, we aim to reach 150,000 more. Here's how we're going to do it. In the UK, we'll be working directly with the British Transport Police to create a national safety network safeguarding vulnerable children on and around the UK transport system. We'll establish safeguarding projects in 6 of the most needed locations and provide therapeutic services for children and their families. In East Africa, we'll work intensively on the streets in at least 12 cities, reaching 15,000 children and helping them recover from the impact of violence. In India, we'll increase our number of child-friendly stations to 25, working directly with government children's homes in those areas. We'll also train and support 15,000 government personnel to help vulnerable children. That'll mean 120,000 children will be protected and 96,000 returned to their families. But we want to reach even more children, and we can't do that on our own. So here's the plan. We'll make sure our time-tested model is replicable. Then we'll support and empower other organizations around the world to use this model to reach more children than we ever could by ourselves. Together, we can create a world where none of our children have to live on the streets ever again. Are you with us?